Alright, we're back. And you'll notice a decidedly different atmosphere in here. I have decided what I want to do. Yes, quite. It is truly an evil setup. Truly, I am the worst person in the world. Or at least third worst. I'm going to qualify as worst. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That is the number of screwing people over in this game. Yes. And we want to screw over all of the people. Let's see, this is the third tile. We're going to run this down here. Now, earlier you saw an iteration of a trap design that I was working on. That I've had going for a while. Yes, and you may have noticed something interesting about said design. And that interesting thing was that it involved a chihuahua running over a switch. Yeah, moments that a player would not be expecting. This is going to be very, very similar, with the sole exception that it's going to involve a lot of other things. So we're going to be setting this up like I would normally if I were doing something like this. Bam, 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 bam. Gotta make sure we get the right trap here, or we will in fact kill ourselves. Which, although it sounds enjoyable, actually is not as enjoyable as you might imagine. We're gonna run wiring all across the top. And we'll get back to that later, I'm lazy. Use our rather extensive cash flows to fill this in. Yeah, fill it all in. There we go. This is... Wait a minute. Oh yeah, that is right. I can count. Don't you dare judge me. Or if you do, at least judge me softly, please. The hard judging is where I get sad. Alright. Now, of course, we want to make these wired wooden walls. Just because it's harder to tell that they're different. And where's this? No, we need this to be this sticky button. We want it to be obvious there's a power source here. We want people to know that that is a thing. We do not want them to know is what it is actually powering. Yes, now that's the trick. Alrighty, so that's that. Bam, 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 bam. I feel like Emerald Lagasse, yelling bam all the time. So this looks eerily similar to our previous setup. Our first one. Our trick people into running blindly into our trap. But there is one main difference this time. And that is that... Where's this switch? 1, 2, okay. All the way up here. There's going to be a little bit of a difference. Do we start this off or on? Start this off. We are going to include another Chihuahua trap here with another power source here. And I suppose we can run one through here too. Alright, so what does this do for us? Well, first of all, let's run this here. Get a wire bridge. Just so we always have power going to this thing over here. That may eventually change if we add more puzzles to it. But for now, I feel that this is good enough. It's already virtually impossible to tunnel our way through, so we're going to run a wire all the way over here. All the way over here. Up here, over here, and out, under, over. Over here, and here. Okay, so what does this do? You can't see this. So, there's power constantly being fed over here. to, bam. Bam 2, I guess. To this area over here, which means that when you go down to hit the button below, power will turn on, this door will close. When you go up, power will turn off, this door will open. So, you go down, door closes, Chihuahua runs over to this button. You go up, Chihuahua runs over here, or you go back, Chihuahua runs over here, you go up, door opens. But, if you dance in place briefly, what you'll notice is that when you go up again, or when you go over again after dancing in place, the Chihuahua, the door will be open, the Chihuahua will be stuck in here. Which means that no matter what, when you turn this off, this platform will always be off, no matter what, once you turn this off with this button. But if we have this button, say, control a pit bull over here, just hypothetically, hear me out. We have this button, control a pit bull, right here. If you don't pivot back to turn this back on, this door will be unlocked. So when you get to this point, there will be a pit bull chasing you. Now, this trap isn't nearly devilish enough. So we're going to add a second factor of evilness. What is that factor, you might ask? We're going to add a factor of another switch. Where's our sticky button switch? Now, once you cross this threshold, there's going to be a Chihuahua here that permanently turns this series of lights on, no matter what. Except there's a problem. A problem that money can fix. And it seems to do so exceptionally well. Oh. Alright, so once you cross this point, this back portion will be always lit. And as it turns out, this back portion is 9 squares long, which means you can't brute force your way out. The only way out is through this pit bull, which you will have avoided if you have done the dance. So, in order to solve this, we go out, bam, hit this. Chihuahua turns this off. We go back. We run up here and cross this safely. Whatever we want. But if we do that, we run into a pit bull. And, pit bulls are not nice. As it turns out. They actually want to eat our soul. But, if you instead came in, hit this, come back out, stop here. This is the point where the door opens and closes. We can go back here, stop at this exact point, right in the middle, go back here, hit this switch again, go back, and this floor will still be unlit. If we stop here and go back, one above, it'll light up this floor again, and if we stop here and go back, and go one, it'll light up this floor again. But if we go back at the opportune moment, right in the middle, this Chihuahua will be safely locked up. Any other time, and he won't be. So, we just need to go ahead and make this so that it's not lucrative to tunnel through. Which isn't too hard with our infinite monies. And the idea becomes now about forcing the other player to play by our rules. And it gets even better if we force the lack of power to the pit bull room to be equal to powering our little setup over there. So we want an inverter switch so that lack of power equals power. Or no, so that power equals power. Yeah. So we just run wires along. Easy. And then instead of this powering this, we just cut this. Now we have a devilishly simple trap, and it forces people to play by our rules, which is knowing the layout of our area. Fantastic, and now all that's left is to make the only way out the pit bull way. Not that they had any say in it anyways, but... And the interesting thing about making our main power supply based on that little area over there is that if they short out that power supply or cut any of the wires, they are effectively trapping themselves inside the house. So now our goal is to basically stop anybody from brute forcing our system, which should be pretty easy. As all we have to do is line everything with walls. And we're out of money. So, the run through. Bam. Bam. Pit bull's locked up. We can safely cross. The floor behind us is lit. And we can go enjoy our sweet, delicious prize. Very simple house. Very likely to trip people up. And let's be honest, that's really all we ever wanted in life. That 7,500 guy made that trap possible. And for that we are thankful. I'm going to lock that and leave. Ah, simple is as simple does. Richard Gregory Lavery have been in yours. Ronald John Thomas. James Leroy Lira. Yes, quite. Norman Joseph Gonzalez. I've been in your house too. I am in such a good position economically that I kind of don't want to put myself at risk. Which is kind of a problem. Because it means I'm missing out on the fun portions of a game like this. Bink. Haha! Free money. And now the rest of my money is put towards building up a bulk of stuff. So if power is on, I want this to be an electrical grid. Alright, I want this to be off, so I'm going to need to have an if power on switch somewhere. Inverter. Wherefore art thou inverter? And I suppose we can use these. I suppose I should do this, shouldn't I? No, that won't even work. Alright. So I guess I will reroute these wires to be down here eventually. Just use a splitter. Basically, I want to make it so that even if you kill all of my family members, it's impossible to brute force my house. You still have to solve it. That way I can go away and do whatever I want and come back and my house will still be safe. Basically what I'm going for. I just want to I want to safeguard my family and all of their worldly possessions. I feel that that is important to me as a person. And I safeguard my family by putting them right in front of the door. That's the kind of person I am. It shows that I care about them just enough to consider them slightly in my design. And no more. I mean, let's be honest. When you find a house with 2K in it, sometimes you just gotta kill their wife, kill their daughter, and steal their stuff. Sometimes life doesn't really leave you with other options. Just gotta do it. And now I'll bring 3 crowbars so I can club the kids, so I can club the other kid too. See, I'm such a thoughtful person. I'm so nice and kind and loving and tender, and I'm not really any of those things. You're really only lying to yourself if you think I am. Wire bridge. Ha! I found the answer to all of life's problems. And now we'll run these steel walls. Bam. Erase this previous line that was here. Alright, now there's an important thing. Whenever you're dealing with wires, there's a very large chance that you will kill yourself. Simply because of how the game works. But in this scenario, that is a risk I'm going to have to take. Well, this is slightly off. Bam, bam, bam. And instead, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And another set of 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Huh. Wire bridge, go. I'm going to have to repattern this floor. Cake. Marvelous. Alright, so let's count this. There needs to be 18 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Perfect. On the money. So now, it is actually impossible for anyone to brute force my house. They have to solve the trap. But I am a cautious person. And as much as I love trickery and stealth and what have you. Undo. For now, we are going to delete this chihuahua. Just to make sure we don't die. So, bam. Lock that dude away. And something's not working correctly. I know exactly what's not working correctly. I did that. Bam. I screwed up. Bam. Bam. Locked away. Going over here. Perfect. Everything works as we expected it to. Yes. Excellent. We put this chihuahua back. Now we know that the program is working as intended. And we can begin our quest to make everything happy and safe and secure. It's good to have a house that works. Boop. Boop, boop, boop. There is one variable that we haven't tested, and that is whether or not that floor lights up when you haven't locked the chihuahua, or when you haven't locked the pitbull away. I'm not sure. It was a story for somebody else to test, and for me to go and club this guy's wife over the head. Oh crap. No! Mark, come back! A stranger wants to give you a loving, tender crowbar to the head. I guess your sister will do. Brittany is such a stupid name anyways. Who would name their child Brittany? Unless your name is Brittany, in which case I apologize for offending you. But I'm not really sorry. guess we just nip this this little loophole in the bud right here. All right. I suppose it is still possible to brute force this, though it would be difficult to say the least. Whoopsies. Now it is no longer possible. You must know my clever, intricate system. Yes, quite. I'm thinking that most of this stuff over here is irrelevant, and that I don't really care about it. The only thing that I should really be worried about is this here. Oopsies. Because it is still technically possible to tunnel in back here. Which is no good, of course. Bam. Run the gauntlet once more. And of course later on, there's plenty of room to add more. That's just one simple little puzzle. But I intend to be done until I die with this one. And I've seen houses with like that kind of a system, where there are like that kind of a trap, but 14 of them in the same house, and they're all like interconnected and interwoven, and those are the ones that you die in. They are the ones that you just kind of can't do anything about. Have I been in your house before? Yes, I have. There's probably a chihuahua here. I don't know. I'm not willing to die. I have art. I can finally be an art snob. I can pretend I speak French. Oui, oui. Oh. Unless you are French, in which case I am sorry for offending you, but I'm not truly sorry. It's a recurring theme, me not really being sorry. I mean, I'm sorry, but I mean, we all say we're sorry sometimes. And I'm sure at least 5% of us mean it. At least. Maybe a little bit more, maybe 8%, I suppose. This house confuses me. This house really confuses me. I really don't know. But I have money. And in the end, isn't that what we really wanted all along? Come on, Ernest, John, Matthew, you're gonna grow up to be a murderer, just like your father. Oh, crap. I need tools. I need more crowbars with which to hit innocent young people over the head with. Stop. I'm cleaning up the crime problem, okay? It's preventative medicine. This is a socialist system here. I come in, I club your kids, and I leave. That's just how it works. I mean, I'm not... Who am I to argue with the system? Come in, club the kids, leave. Easy. Alright, who else do we have? Who else has children for us to hit over the head with large, blunt objects? You have children. Well, you had children. I mean, I'm sorry. I mean, I'm just as upset at this country as anybody else. I mean, it's really the system that breeds these kinds of things. It's not me personally. I'm a symptom. I'm sorry. Stephen Colby Hunt. It appears you have created an interesting system, one in which I will probably be the dead of. Shut up, you're not allowed to judge me. I can't English properly. Haha, we have a robber. I'm so happy. I wonder if he has found the trap yet. Seems to be taking a while. He's thinking. He's being clever. Mark. Seems I've hit the mark. Brittany, I still don't like your name. Ooh, $500 houses. Big. I've been in here before. I keep going to the same houses. Man. Jesse, you have children. I think Eric's more likely to be a murderer than poor Christine, but believe me, I would have taken preventative measures on both of you had I had the tools to do so. Let's go with Chad, Jeffrey Howard. Patricia, Mikey, you two live this time. Consider yourselves lucky. Had someone not been in my house, I'm sure you both would have been clubbed upside the head. Still don't have any security tapes. Come on, get out of my house. I hope he's trapped and struggling to find a way out. Yes, we're in. Francine has been clubbed. To be fair, I'm sure we all expected that outcome. It was only a matter of time before Francine bit it. But, and I blame our schools, to be honest. They really are the cause of all of our problems. Let's go back here and fill in the rest of this with our... Ooh, we have auctions we can buy. Buy. Buy all the things. Oh my god, so many paintings. I just want them all. This one's cool. But I don't really want to buy it. It's expensive. Or anything else that I really like? I mentioned this before, but Jason Rower is the man who created this fine, upstanding game, and this is apparently a portrait of him. Quite interesting indeed. I'm not really willing to spend much. I don't like any of these. These are all dumb. We're done. But I do want Footloose. This one's really cool. I want Girl on Bed and Footloose. Excellent. Girl on Bed, you are indeed a masterpiece in my collection. I've never had a finer painting about a girl on a bed. And I've had many a painting about girls on beds, believe you me. I consider myself a connoisseur of paintings involving girls in beds and being on them. I mean, I don't mean to toot my own horn, but if there were a reward for most professional artist on girls on beds, I'd say I'd probably win it. I don't know why I've degenerated to some kind of British accent, but I do declare that I am now speaking in a manner that Lincoln would. Alright, we've nearly filled in the entirety of the stuff we don't care about. I'm pretty sure that with the loss of our late wife, it is now actually impossible for our house to be brute forced. Bam. Bam. I lied. It is apparently entirely possible because some idiot screwed up our dogs. So now we're going to have to undo all of this so we have money to repair the damage that we're going to create while trying to fix our dog. People ruining my house. I tell ya. The chihuahua's in the right spot. Which means it's this chihuahua that is trapped. Let's cut in through this way, shall we? So this chihuahua is functional. So it's this chihuahua over here that is not functional. Yes, quite. Poor, poor chihuahua. Now I have to repair all this damage. Bam. Make sure we get all this. And the maze should now work fine. So we're just gonna fill in the rest of this. And I hope you enjoyed this week's episode, because that's the end of it. We've got nothing more. The rest of this is me filling in a house. And how. So if you enjoyed, feel free to join me next week. And if not, I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to break into your house and murder everyone you know. And that is a promise, believe you me. So, I appreciate your time if you came out and watched, and until next time, have a great day.